Now at 4:30, it has been a busy week in Washington, everything from the border crisis to the vaccine rollout. The moderator of Face the Nation, Margaret Brennan, is joining us live from Washington, D.C. today. Margaret, thanks so much for being with us.
Great to be with you.
So vaccines are being distributed to more of the population, including right here in Connecticut. Next Thursday, 16 and older will be eligible to get the shot. But keep this in mind, there are still many Americans who do not want to take this shot. Why do you think that is still?
Well, according to the polling that we are seeing, both that CBS has conducted and other organizations, there is a concentration of hesitancy among groups of people who self-identify as Republicans, particularly those under the age of 65. And you can look at a map and see some of these sort of hot spots where there is vaccine hesitancy. A lot of it is in the South. A lot of it is in these states that have already opened up for vaccination efforts for 16 and above because they literally are just trying to give it away. In terms of the motivation, it's unclear. Some of it is just sort of distrust of government, but given that it was a Trump administration initiative to get Operation Warp Speed going, it's not necessarily sensical, frankly. The governor of West Virginia, Jim Justice, on Face the Nation was very frank on this point, as was the governor of Arkansas, saying they are really struggling among Trump supporters in particular to get people to come out and get that shot in the arm.
Switching gears here a little bit, moving to the border crisis, the president faced a number of questions in his first press conference about that this week. What is the administration doing to address the increase in migrants at the border?
At this point, the administration is not doing much to stop those pull factors. What they are trying at this point to do is launch a diplomatic initiative that would send large amounts of funding from the U.S. government into these Central American countries to try to stabilize them, to try to create economic incentives for migrants to stay there, to work there, rather than to make that treacherous journey up through Central America, across Mexico, across the U.S. border. So that is more of a long-term prospect. The immediate crisis is where the Biden administration is getting most of its criticism on, which is about not having enough facilities, needing to get those up to scale, and not perhaps pushing back as hard as they could in messaging. That has certainly been the hit from Republicans, that President Biden wasn't strong enough in his language yesterday to say simply do not come, when he was expressing empathy for those who are fleeing some truly horrendous conditions and taking risks to come to the U.S. for a better life. You know, it was something that President Obama took a lot of criticism for. Remember, he was called the deporter in chief, and it seems President Biden is keenly aware of that and really trying to navigate this at a time when they're at a 20-year high in terms of expectations of numbers crossing the border.
Well, certainly much more to come on both of these issues this Sunday. Margaret Brennan, moderator of Face the Nation, thank you so much, as always, for your insight. And just a reminder, you can catch Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on Channel 3.